Hello. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you are new. Hi everyone, it's me, Dan. I thought I would have a little bit of a colour in the beautiful island Escape. Now I've been umming and ahhing over what page to do, couldn't decide. So I'm going to at least start this lovely Sloth page. Now, I'm going to work with my Albicjura. I've just picked out 3 colours for the water because I thought I'd go a little bit tropical. I'm just going to quickly, this is basically how I kind of pick my colour combos, rightly or wrongly. I thought I'd work in some watercolour just for a bit of a change. Been doing a fair bit of, fair bit of pencil work this week. I'm just going to zoom us in. So I'm going to go with these and see how it goes. So I've pulled out Prussian blue, cobalt turquoise and cobalt green. Definitely like my kind of colours. I love them. And I'm just going to put the Prussian blue all along the bottom of these kind of like reeds. I don't really know what they are, if I'm being completely honest. But I've seen this page on Instagram being shared quite a lot. People are obviously doing it for the competition. And I love sloths. They're like one of my faves. Like if we go to the zoo, I love going to see the sloth. So I thought, let's do it. I'm not kind of doing it for the competition. If it's not done by kind of the deadline, I'm not forced. I'm doing it more because I really like this page. So I thought while I'm doing it, we'd have a little bit of a colouring chat. I can't remember the last time I did a colouring chat. It's been a busy 3 weeks back at school, if I'm being completely honest. I have, however, done a fair bit of colouring. I have made sure that I've been colouring at weekends and been doing at least like half an hour each night just to chill out really and switch off a little bit, because I kind of revert to when I've got a lot to do. I think while I watercolour, because I haven't got time, I'll work, like say I'll work in the evening and then I'll just sit and veg in front of the TV and like Netflix it or whatever. And then before I know it, the whole month's gone and I've not done any colouring. I'm like, and I'm gutted at myself because I think, well, if I just coloured, I'd have been fine. So I have been making a conscious effort to keep going really. Now I don't think I've ever used watercolour pencils in a MIllie book before. I've used watercolour paint because I've used the Calero. I've used Calero, Calero paint. I've used one of them before and it worked, took it quite well. So I'm hoping this is the same. But yes, I've been trying to get some videos done in between all the crazy busyness of returning back to life after 6 weeks of basically doing nothing, which was absolutely amazing and really what I needed, if I'm being honest. So I've been trying to get some videos done. I'm still aware that I've not done the colour along. I will. It's still here on my desk. The pencils are still in the pot. I may even, if I've got time tomorrow, I've got a busy day tomorrow, I need to get some work done. And it's my nephew's birthday. He's 2 and having a party at 2. So I'm going to go up there for a little bit. Need to do some maths planning. That's on my to-do list. Also on my to-do list, which I've done this morning, was to complete an online training course, which I did. So that's one thing done. So I'm gonna basically carry on this all the way around. I might not do it all on camera. I'm gonna sort of, I'll transition it in a minute. I just want to get this side done and I can show you what I'm going to do. And if need be, I'll add a little bit of I can always add a little bit of pencil over the top. I'm going to order some more actually, because I haven't got a full set of these. I've got quite a few, maybe 70, maybe more. But I'm going to order another 10 after. I'm just slowly building my set of these up. I'm very excited, if I'm being honest, for Joanna's new book. I've seen some, I think she put a reel on yesterday of her colouring like a kind of mandala page, which, as I always do say, mandala pages are not really for me. But it was like a witchy page, so I was obviously straight away thought, yep, feeling that. Halloween is approaching, October is nearly upon us, Hocus Pocus 2 is nearly out. Yesterday was officially the first day of autumn, I think. Just going to go for kind of like a tropical-y vibe for this pygmy 3-toed sloth. Yeah, so she put on that reel of colouring like a mandala, and it was like spell books, cauldrons and whatnot, and I thought, oh, actually feeling that. And I've seen another page, I think it's called something like the Wizard's Room, and I quite like there's like an origami room, that's quite nice. Feel like it's really different, so I'm excited to see. So that's pre-ordered. I've just seen somebody's put it on Facebook, the cover for the next issue of Colouring Heavy, which I always love, the Halloween one. Bought it the past 2 years now, and I'll definitely be buying this one. I think it's called Bad Girls Halloween. I like it, really like it. So I'm just going to transition that into that and then this into this, and I'll activate this and see what I think, and hopefully it's not horrendously bad. we shall see. I'm not too fussed about going over these little bubbles because I'll just probably white gel pen them. And what I think I'm going to do with the Sloth is actually kind of like colour him, like colour block him, and then I might add just a tiny bit of shade into these little sections with the polychromos maybe. So I just want to see what this looks like. So I'm going to go definitely light to dark. These always activate so nice. And this paper's like super smooth, so I'm thinking they should be lovely. And this is just a water brush that I got with my Galaxy colours. So I ordered that little palette of Galaxy colours and this come with it, and I love it. I think I've used it more than my like Pentel ones. So I say I'm not really fussed if I go over these bubbles. I'll either white ink them or white gel pen them at the end. The paper seems to be okay. In fact, I'm just going to colour over them. So yeah, so what have I been up to? Because I feel like I have been on here, I've been doing videos, but they've kind of had a purpose. So like I've done the distress pencils, then coloured with them, done the flip through, I've done my colouring plans. I'll be honest, since going back to school I've not really done much. I did go out last weekend. I went for bottomless brunch with my friend who got married in the summer, and we got very drunk. It was brilliant. Went to Liverpool, and then obviously it was the 3-day weekend for the Queen's funeral, and I think I watched the funeral all day. It was on all day on the telly, and I just sat and coloured whilst watching that, really. My original plan was to like work and get ahead. I didn't do that. Wasn't feeling it. But really, apart from that, nothing. We're halfway through the term, got 3 weeks left, 3 weeks are done. Planning a big end of term night out. We're going to go to Manchester like we did in the summer, which will be fabulous. So we've just kind of been like looking at hotels, like booking what we can book. Really, that's it. Oh, I did watch, I don't know if anyone else watched this, but has anybody watched, I think it's called Fate, the Winx saga on Netflix, and it's actually based on like a children's, I want to say it's a Nickelodeon like kind of cartoon about furries, and this is kind of a bit more like young adult really series. Really good. I binged it fully in 2 days, which I did with series 1. It was brilliant. Really, really good. So let me know in the comments if you watched that. What did you think? I really, really hope they don't do the usual Netflix and cancel it, because I do want series 3 to happen, because it was a great series. I'm just going to check. So it's not gone through. I've got a little bit of buckling, but I'm not really bothered. I will still colour over this, and I do quite like a crunchy page. Yeah, so watch that. Cobra Kai's back on. We're working our way through that. I think we've got maybe three episodes left. Strictly's on tonight. The sign of winter is on its way. Like Saturday nights, Strictly's on. It's dark outside and freezing. We normally have like fajitas for tea when Strictly's on. I don't know why, it's just like a thing. Something we've always done. Bit random. But yeah, so it was the launch show last night. I'm really liking this cast. Just bear with me 1 minute, I just need to grab my drink. Really liking the cast. It is a kind of lilt. I'm probably going to have to work pencil over this. It's not very smooth, but it's probably just me. I'm going to be honest, my back is absolutely killing. So I'm sat a bit funny. I have no idea what I've done. I got to work yesterday. Feel like I was fine when I got up, and I got to work and I was marking books and I thought, my back's killing. You know, you just can't get comfy. And then the day went on and I was fine. I don't recall thinking I'm in pain or anything like that. But then in the afternoon, it kicked off, and I was like, oh. Got home and it was just really bad. I like a heat pack. I like a heat patch on it and stuff like that, and it's much better than it was when I went to bed. So I'm thinking I've kind of just rest today. I've done the food shop. I've nipped to the shops to get like a birthday card, a balloon, but I'm not doing anything else. Like, I would have worked out today, but just not going to happen until I feel like absolutely fine again. But it's just one of them, innit? Just have a bit of a chill out today, I think, and obviously keep this. I might actually have a bath. When I've done this, actually. So I'm probably only going to do I'm only going to do half, I think. I'm not going to bore you with all this because it's a bit tedious. It's just colouring in different turquoises, and I am doing a horrendous job of the actual colouring. But I just thought I'd stop by so we can have a chat. Oh, we've just watched, don't know if anyone else has watched it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm purely watching it because I just felt like I had FOMO. because I was seeing stuff on Instagram and like on Twitter and like news articles and things like that, but we've just watched the first episode of Dharma on Netflix. Anyone watched it? I absolutely love Evan Peters from American Horror Story, and obviously he was in X-Men. He's just brilliant, so I couldn't wait to kind of see what he was going to be like. So we just watched the first episode of that while we had some lunch. We needed a new series because we've just watched we've just watched The Capture series 2. That was a fabulous ending, like amazing, so good. But yeah, it's like box sets, hot chocolate time in it. My bloody favourite. I love autumn, which Lee loves to remind me when I'm on that it's too cold. All the time. I treated myself to some new autumn waxes. So you didn't know this about me, for about 5, maybe 6 years, I was a Scentsy consultant. I did it all the way through uni. So I have amassed a massive collection of fragranced wax melts and warmers and things like that. I don't do it anymore. I just buy it from friends. But they release they have like seasonal collections throughout the year. So there's the summer, which I always absolutely love, and autumn. The summer and autumn ones are my absolute faves, and they always do like a 3-pack. So I've just bought them. I can't think what it is. One's like a pumpkin vanilla, which I love. I've resisted not buying any actually, because I've got tons of like body butters and things like that. But the Body Shop pumpkin vanilla whipped body butter is absolutely heavenly. And the wax bar smells like that, so I'm chuffed. There's another one that's like a maple something cake. I'm going to try that this afternoon. I think it's going to be very, very strong. But I just love that kind of autumny, spicy fragrance in the house. I just feel like it makes it super cozy. But the temperature's definitely dropping. Obviously I'm in like our office, study. We call it the den. It's basically the room. It's a spare room with our desks in, and all of our all my colouring stuff's in here. And Lee works in here. But this is the first time I kind of think, oh, it's a bit cold in here. I might actually be able to tidy this up with just adding, taking some pigment from the pencil onto the water brush and painting over the top to smooth it out. I might try that. It's very messy. Why do I do this? It'll be alright. Yeah, it's like my favourite time of year. I've seen some gorgeous autumn kind of garland in the range, with lights in, and I was going to go and get them, but then I remembered the absolute nightmare we had last year with the cat and the lovely brand new Christmas garlands. I'm just going over these little plant things anyway because I'm going to use a really dark colour. He was obsessed with them, drove me absolutely mad. Like jumping on the fireplace just to chew them. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that, I can't bother. But how crazy is it that we are like approaching that time of the year, Christmas? Can't wait to go to Christmas markets. I love it. Absolutely love it, love it. I was looking at getting the Arteza 120 watercolours, you know, just to add to my collection. And also I feel like when you, like, I do use them a lot. I use my ADs a lot in my Kirby books as a base, and then I colour over them anyway. So I'm thinking, maybe a cheaper alternative that's going to do the same thing and just give me some more colours might be a good idea. And to be honest, I really like, I keep looking for them, I can't get them anywhere, but I've got the 48 set of Arteza pencils. It was the first set of pencils I ever bought, and I actually do really like them. So I do want the 120s, but for love nor money, they're not on the Arteza website. You never have them on Amazon. So I'm like, what's going on? What's happening, guys? Does anyone actually know about this? Like, and could maybe shed some light on as to why I can't actually get them? If you know, drop us a little comment. Because I keep checking the Arteza website. I constantly check Amazon. But I'm tempted to get the watercolours. Because I just think, if it's a base, then you're going to colour over the top anyway. And it's another 120 colours. I might see. I've added them to my wish list, so I'll keep an eye on them, and when the price drops, maybe. I might thingy. But I do quite like that. That's quite a nice. I know it looks horrendously messy, but if basically what I'm going to do is this. I'll tidy it up then by just taking off some colour. Like, where did I see that was really messy? Like here. Whoa! I hate it when it does that. It's probably me though, because I think I squeeze it so hard. I'll let that dry, but I can paint it on and it'll neaten it up a little bit. But I'm going to let it dry, I think. I'll let that dry and then we shall see. So that was that. Then I wanted to add just literally, I've got stuff absolutely everywhere, because I've got about 4 different things going on. So I've got, there's like Caran d'Ache Museum all over the desk. I'm going to go this side, let that side dry, I think. So I'm just going to turn you slightly. I've got marker pens everywhere because they were dotted all over the living room. why be tidy? Actually, these bubbles, I'm going to use my Galaxy colours. Because, 1 minute. This tourmaline is absolutely gorgeous. I think it'll look really nice. Right, so for these little things, I think I'm just going to sharpen. I do hate sharpening my watercolours because I think, well, they don't really need to be sharp, but I do want a little bit of a pointy. And then I might mirror some of this up here in the trees as well. So I've been working on these on my Kelly O'Gorman calendar, which I've kind of like coloured a little bit, stopped colouring a little bit, done a bit, stop. Like, you know, you're just not really feeling it. The page is absolutely stunning and I love it. One of my favourite pages in the calendar, but I just can't focus on it. So I stopped. I finished a Rita Berman whip and then started another Rita Berman page. So that's still on my dining room table, the calendar. I will get to it. I will do it. I'll probably do it before the end of the month. I'm only doing it in watercolours. I'm not kind of messing about with pencil. I'm not that bothered. But yes, I've got that on the go. I've just, I say just, it was last weekend, washed all of my ink blending brushes, so they've been drying out this week. I mean, they don't look like they've been, sorry if you wanted to know, I'm just using the dark sap green and the chromium oxide green from the museums. And I do really like this blend of these two greens together. Really, really nice. I'll activate it in a minute so you can see. But I love the lovely colour. Brush is very, very wet because I've just full on squeezed it to death. Oh, it's still so wet. Goodness me. So I do just keep dabbing it off because I don't want that sap green at the top. I've got some super happy mail on its way and I can't wait to show you what it is. It made my day when the person, I'm going to keep it quite secret, when the person contacted me, I'm not going to lie, nearly died. I'm going to save it a secret, and as soon as it comes, I will be getting on the channel to share it with you. It's exciting. But let me just show you this because I do love this colour. But how nice. And they blend beautifully. Obviously you get what you pay for, don't you? So you would expect nothing less. That is horrific, messy, but it is what it is. I can't remember if I've said this, but I've been watching I'm Like Late to the Party. I think it was last year sometime. I started watching Vampire Diaries. I don't know why I'd never watched it because it is like absolutely my cup of tea, but I feel like when it was on telly I just missed too many, and then it was like hard work to catch back up. So anyway, I've been watching that for maybe over a year. I had a break from it because I was getting a bit bored. 8 series is a big commitment, so I had a break for a bit and then I've gone back to it and was like sucked straight back in. No pun intended. Got 2 episodes left. I'm a little bit sad about the whole sitch, but I'm going to watch Teen Wolf next because I've seen that there's like kind of a spin-off but not a spin-off coming with Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I was the biggest Buffy fan in the world. She is a legend, so I will be watching that. Without a doubt. I'm hoping this doesn't look rubbish against this blue. So I'm going to activate it in a minute to have a little look. And as I said in the flip through, I am that person who would have to colour every single individual little piece, but I'm not going to this time. I am going to add light shading in little bits, I think, like on the Sloth, but we'll just see. We shall see. This will give me a good indication anyway as to what this looks like as like using water. Like this is it is a mess, this, but let's just have a look. I think when I can tidy it up and maybe put a bit of pencil over it. That looks nice, that green actually. I don't know why for some reason, but the lighting in here all of a sudden, like I've thought it like past couple of videos, it's just really dark and I don't know why, because I use the same ring light that, you know, I've got the same light on, the blinds are open. Yes, it's not summer, but it's still light outside. Bit grey today. I like these little seaweedy things. nice. These have activated and melted absolutely beautifully on this paper. I can't wait to do my October colouring plans. I'm just going to say it now. We're going to get witchy all month long. Don't care. They look lovely. Ooh. I feel like I've got nothing done at all other than a bit of leaves, but not leaves, seaweed. It's all in the name of chatting, isn't it? We're having a bit of a catch up. Who else has bought this book, or who's buying this book? As I say, I wasn't going to, but absolutely chuffed to bits that I have, because it's beautiful. Ooh. I think I'm going to obviously edit and upload this afternoon, and then I'm going to plonk myself in the bath for an hour just so I can sort of soak my back. And then I'm going to finish my little Rita page that I'm working on, which is a little impromptu buddy colour. Had some requests for some tutorial videos as well, so I'm possibly going to try and get those up, or at least filmed this week. One for hair and one for skin. That's just reminded me, actually, I need the tutorial for the hair is from a buddy colour, and I've not sent a picture to my buddy, so I'm going to do that as soon as I go downstairs. And then I can post that. So I'm going to do a hair tutorial using markers and pencils. And skin, I'm going to do the skin. So the skin that I do in, I've started to do in Hannah Carzon portraits using a Neocolor 2. Gives the most smooth, beautiful skin tone. It's kind of like completely off screen then, because I was like lost in thought. Lost in colouring, actually. Yeah, a beautiful skin tone. So I'm going to show that, because I just find it speeds things up massively. And I really like the way it looks. So I'm going to try and get that up, because I've seen a beautiful page in Magical Dawn, which I might do sort of autumn-esque colours. So they're looking really nice, and obviously I'll just carry them on right the way around there, but I'm not going to do that now because I get a bit bored. Right, so said I was going to mirror some of this up here, and I think these are perfect because they're just, it's like the verticalness of them that I'm kind of feeling, so we're going to go with these. But yeah, so let me know if anyone's got the RTs or watercolours, the 120s. Shall I get them? I mean, it's me we're talking about, probably going to get them. I'm going to finally do my pencil collection video, possibly tomorrow, because that's quite an easy film. It just depends on how much work I get done in the morning, what time I go to my sister's, and what time I get back. So it could be a midweek film, that, because as I say, it's an easier one. It's just getting everything out. Actually, this has just reminded me, I've got a Sloth whip in Brilliant Beasts that I just never ever done. I should probably finish it, but like my colouring style is completely different to what it was when I started it, so I'm like, because that is one of those pages where I would have to colour everything. I would colour all these little things in. We're not doing that. We're going to colour them all one colour, and then I'll probably shade a little bit. Yeah, so I'll plump myself in the bath for an hour with my book. I'm reading The Sanatorium. Anyone read it? Absolutely loving it. Loving it. I think I've got a second book. I'm sure I bought it at the retreat. Probably read that next. Easy read, quite like sort of hooks you in. Do you know what I mean? I'm all about that. All about that, not gonna lie. But let me know how you've been keeping. I feel like I've not actually had time to kind of just check in and see how everybody is. To be fair, this paper is actually handling water really well. Just trying to speed up a little bit. But honestly, I swear time changes when you film, because what are we on? 50 minutes? Where on earth has that time gone? Utter madness. There's me thinking, yeah, use some watercolors, get loads done. Oh yeah, half a C. Half a seaweed, 2 bushes. Be done by Christmas at this rate. But I will finish this and tidy up before I'm going to do part 2, I think. I think we'll colour this page together, should we? Part 2 I might like speed things up a little bit, as in not necessarily a colouring chat, more like a colour page, a let's colour. But I wanted to have a good chat today. Not really got much to say though. I know I have just sat here and continually talked 50 minutes, but feel like I've not got anything to say. I feel like I've not done anything. Quite like that. That's nice. I mean, it looks a bit messy now, but it'll be good. It looks quite a bush-like. And I'll just neaten it out a little bit. But I'm absolutely loving. I know I did a flip through, and I did say it's probably one of my favourite books, but Rita Berman's Asia book is just gorgeous. I've done 1 page in there. I'm on another now. I've got a buddy colour in there, ready, lined up. I should really, really like it. Does anyone else like it? It's kind of cute, isn't it? I think we've got a couple of minutes left, because I don't really like going over an hour. I don't know why, it's just like a thing I have in my head. We'll finish these CBD bits off. Now I'll think about how I'm going to colour this sloth in part 2. I think we'll tackle the sloth in part 2. I reckon I can probably do that. I mean, this is very unlike me, because technically this water is almost background, isn't it? Never do backgrounds first, ever. I don't know why. I just don't. But yeah, I think we'll add a little bit of bling to the water. I'll tidy up the water because I'm not fully feeling it. It looks nicer there. That was where we re-added that it's like a stronger pigment, isn't it, coming straight off the pencil, so it should look okay when you next see it. Can't wait to do my completed pages because even though I've gone back to school, I have got some pages done, guys. More than last month. A lot more. So I'm excited to show you. And obviously this will probably feature in there. I reckon I can get this done. Maybe a cheeky Christine Karen grayscale, maybe. Because that was on my to be coloured, wasn't it? So I'd like to get that done. It was the first month I've ever actually coloured what I said I was going to colour, because I always have these like plans, as you know, and then I either go completely rogue or I don't colour any of them. So we will definitely see. Quite enjoying this though. You know when I'm enjoying a page because I go quiet. I get like lost. I can't tell. This chromium oxide green is like so smooth that I can't tell if I've activated it or not. I think I'm going to paint around this. I've just got a green acrylic downstairs that I know will look really good. So I can tidy up the edges as well, because I'm a bit scruffy with watercolor. Just kind of go everywhere. I should be more patient. But not bothered. So I'm basically just going to finish off these seaweedy things. And then call it a day on this. plans for this week though. It's just like stay on top of work. As long as my back's okay, get some exercise in. I need to start looking for an outfit for my night out as well. Can't exactly wear shorts and a summer shirt in October. Freeze to death. So, there we have it. Let me zoom out ever so slightly. Oh, goodness me. There we go. So actually that water is not that bad. I think it will look better. I'm going to use the cobalt green, as I said, and take some colour off. And dab it on those like patchy areas. The brush is quite dry now, but I'll squeeze it and it'll go everywhere, so I'm not going to bother. But that's my plan, to tidy that up. I'll finish this bit of water, think about what I'm going to do with this. It might be that we stick with this colour and then add some darker with pencil. But yeah, I am quite enjoying it. It's going to look quite nice, I think. And then I'm going to paint all the way around this, and we'll call that a page done. I'm going to think about what I can do with these. Might go a little bit autumny colours maybe, but I'm thinking it's a tropical animal in a tropical paradise, so maybe autumn trees and I think. I'm not sure. But I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say thanks for watching. As always, I fully appreciate any comments, so please feel free to leave me any and I will get back to you. Leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Adios.